Hey, it's Dr. Marcy again. This is part 2 of my story and why I do what I do. So, after being basically dismissed, laughed at, cussed at, I decided that I wanted another opinion. So, I went to see a hematologist and I had some genetic testing done with her. And she said flat out, nothing that is going on with you is genetic. You don't have a bleeding disorder that's genetic. You don't have any of the markers for lupus, rheumatoid arthritis, Sjogren's, scleroderma, eczema. And you also don't actually have asthma. I want you to see a specialist at Jewish Health, National Jewish Health. Now, I also want to back up and say I had already had a cancer diagnosis at this point. About 10 years prior to this, and healed that without chemo, without radiation. Just really worked my body through the process of trying to get it to heal. When I talked to her about the research regarding autoimmune disorders that are not genetic and that are genetic, and the nutritional link and the environmental link, she said, I think you're onto something. And I talked with her about the Institute for Functional Medicine because that was the first time I had come across their page, and asked if she thought what they were doing was legitimate. And she said, you're going to hear a bunch of stuff about functional medicine being quackery. However, if you look at what's happened to our food supply and the amount of garbage that we have added since 1980 into the food supply and the overall health of the country, you'll notice a theme. And functional medicine's goal is to get you back to a basic food supply that's not tainted, a lower amount of stress with less environmental toxicity, and the ability to heal yourself. But here's the problem. When you eat healthy, they call it a diet. When you eat junk food, they call it nutrition. So I'm trying to change that to nutritioning instead of dieting, because eating whole foods is not a diet. It is a nutrition strategy that works well for many, many people.